Oof, still very protective over the food. Wow, this is amazing. Yo. Sure. Just love that sound. We might have another bit of it just now. Obviously these lions work together. They would have killed this buffalo together, but nonetheless there's always have to be wary around these cats, even with each other. That's nice, huh? Probably sitting very quietly with a big grin in the back here. This autumn, there might be a bit of sudden movement again any second. Wouldn't be surprised if suddenly they growl at each other again. The bigger male is the one that's in the back at the moment. Is very protective over the food. What a mane this guy has got though. Beautiful mane. Very blonde, but just very, very lush, and even under his belly there, it must be a killer mane actually. Eyes look amazing as well. Just look at those pupils, nice and wide now. It's getting dark, so the eyes look really striking. Of course, lions have got exceptional view or sight at night. All your cats really do, but those pupils go very, very wide open, and they can see an estimate of about 6 or 7 times better than a human could with the available light. He's big. I know, sorry for repeating myself, but this male on the right hand side, every time he moves, he really impresses me. The size of his skull, the size of his body. Now, his mane is maybe not that big. I think it's because he's still got a couple of years to grow. Maybe he's not as old as we think. He might only be 4.5 or so. But he's certainly physically very impressive. He's both taller and longer than the other male. He's also got a slightly more reddish color. His mane has a little bit of red in it. Let's see, there might be a bit of a thought we might get a tug of war there suddenly. Nice to see these guys feeding again. Spotlight. Station's just update, Bengala still at the bottom. Just started feeding again. Enough that they'll probably still feed a good last session now. I mean, there's still lots of it, but it's quite rotten and they're digging in under the skin now. So I think that this is the last big feeding session, but they're both feeding now. The other one just joined a bit ago. Copy. Right under the skin there in the neck. Have a close-up look where he's feeding there. I'm just looking at it through this lens as well. It's amazing, the meat there is not looking wholesome anymore. Still a bit of red meat, but most of it is, some of it's even going green. You know, this humidity and heat we've had the last few days, you can imagine it's not a fridge. That meat is not something me or you would want to eat. But then again, me or you, we're not lions. Actually, one of those things, people typically tend to think that lions never scavenge or never eat old meat. They only sort of hunt and eat it quickly in the next few days. But, look at that. Oof. You can see not too much love lost between these two when it comes to the feeding time. Oof. I think the breeze has just changed slightly. A strong smell. But yeah, I was just saying there that maybe contrary to what a lot of people might believe, lions are not even adverse to scavenging. If they come across a kill from a cheetah or a leopard or even hyenas in some places, nothing will stop them from scavenging that as well. Or old food, old carcasses, something that might have died and then they find it later on. They've got no problem with eating very, very rotten food.